Well, today I expect a fair fight. See? I don't want any uppercuts. I don't want any hits to the jaw. I want a fair dental tooth extraction. No pokes to the eye, no nose twists, no funny business. On The Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler. Welcome, fellow pickers and would-be adventurers. It's early morning, Dealer. Heading out of state this morning. Heading from northwest Kansas area. Just crossing the Colorado line. I think I'm in Canrado, Kansas, Colorado. If you are a linguist, you can take the state name Kansas and couple it with the state name Colorado, and you get Canrado. Took me a while to figure that one out, I'll tell you what. I'm just an old Wisconsin boy. Lived for 39 years in Wisconsin, all around the state. Born in Milwaukee. Wife's from Wisconsin. Takes a little while to get used to this near west lifestyle out here. Well, hey, a couple of things this morning. I'm heading to the dentist. And actually the place that I'm going is kind of like a healthy dentist. They have all kinds of different dentist services. They have surgery, oral surgery on site. They also have all kinds of different alternative spa-like health treatments. Who knows what they're going to do to me? I know there were some add-ons that they offered. Going to zip me full of vitamin C after I'm all knocked out and depleted. I don't think they're going to knock me out. They're just going to numb me out, and then they're going to go way back in here and pull out one of the biggest teeth ever. Really looking forward to it, as you can tell. Well, hey, many of you know we are going to be selling almost everything in our life. Personal goods. What we don't sell, we're going to bundle up and bundle the family up and bundle the business up and bundle the homeschool up. And we're going to go on the road May 29th, 2018 for a couple years. And we're going to be living in different states and different cities around the United States 3 months at a time. We're going to use Airbnb to lasso some houses to stay in. We're also going to do business on the road, and so I've been throwing around ideas on how to relocate and move my business, make my picking business more mobile. And the hardest mobile part, of course, is the inventory and boxes and materials to pack the inventory, some lightweight computer gear and printers to take care of all that. Gonna have to have a few portable tables and all that kind of stuff, right? So originally I'm thinking of pulling a trailer, but I want to throw this idea out there. I want to get some feedback. Some of you logistics specialists, some of you people out there who think outside the box. Here's what I'm thinking. If I buy a trailer, obviously I'm limited by the size of the trailer. You can get some pretty big trailers. The bigger, the more it costs. The bigger the vehicle I need to pull it, the bigger pain in the ass. Trailers are a trailer, right? Trailers in traffic sort of suck. Trailers in wind sort of suck. Maneuvering trailers, backing trailers, storing trailers, trailers at hotels overnight. Not to mention just the initial cost of the trailer. So I'm thinking, well, what if I was to rent a truck or a U-Haul truck every 3 months and move my inventory? My first thought, tongue-tied, my first thought is, okay, how much is this going to cost? And so I did do some rough numbers, and I do need to do some more numbers. But think about the cost comparison. You can rent a U-Haul truck. It can be small, medium, or large, depending on what you need at any given time. That's the cost. When you have a trailer, obviously you have to buy the trailer. You may have some storage costs on that. You may have some maintenance costs on that. Certainly going to have a vehicle to pull that trailer. So you're going to have some insurance costs. You're going to have some registration costs on that vehicle. So I'm beginning to wonder if the flexibility of renting not only the size of truck that I need, but a larger one in general than the trailer I could get, most likely. You can get some pretty big U-Haul trucks that are pretty stout and can handle some pretty good size and heavy inventories. So I rent this U-Haul truck. I wheel it up to my storage unit in Colby, Kansas. I wheel my shelving. I'll have my shelving units. They can have wheels on the bottom. I'll wheel my shelving with all my inventory stowed on the shelving, up the ramp into the truck, up the ramp into the truck, up the ramp into the truck. I've got my box rack, and I've got some other tables that also have wheels on them. I wheel all that stuff up into the truck. I probably would have to load a few more things that don't have wheels into the truck. Off we go. I show up in the city where we're going to be renting a house. I do some research and I rent a good-sized storage unit. I drive my U-Haul truck into the facility. I lower the ramp. I wheel off all my inventory, all my boxes, all my packing material into the storage unit, shut the door, take the truck back, done deal. Now, if you're selling $100 or $1,000 or $5,000 of inventory a month, this might not make sense. Or if your inventory is like a $5,000 or a $10,000 retail inventory, I like to make money, and I need to sell $20,000 a month or more. My wife, Lon, will be joining the business full-time, and so maybe we can do more, I don't know. So, my inventory is quite expensive. So when you look at the cost of $2,000 or $3,000 to move that inventory every 3 months, it becomes a business expense and it becomes an on-the-road expense. Sounds like a lot of money, and I certainly do need to do a few logistics, check the math, look at that whole thing objectively, and see what I can deduct tax-wise, how that all works out. The other side of it is Wheeler is planning on bringing a vehicle on the trip. This gives us some flexibility, and having 3 vehicles on the trip, one pulling a big trailer, becomes quite a caravan. Whoa! Bouncing on the bridge here. So we're thinking of one nice, good adventure vehicle that can house all 8 of us if we like. Wheeler's vehicle, and then the moving van. When we get to the city, the moving van goes away, and we have 2 vehicles. One for Wheeler and what he wants to do, and one for the family when we all do stuff together or otherwise. So really we reduce our vehicles by 1, with one possibility. I could also bring my Jeep along, and I could tow it behind the U-Haul. That's another possibility. It sounds a little bit crazy, but we could do that. Alright, that's my idea. Give me some constructive feedback. Anybody that has any experience with this type of transporting. I've run U-Hauls multi-states, like when we moved out to Kansas from Wisconsin. I've run U-Hauls and rider trucks and some other trucks to pick up good size inventories from state to state. So I have done some traveling with U-Hauls and loads and things like that. I don't have a whole lot of experience with using storage units, but it's just a rental. It's not that big of a deal. Definitely gonna have to do some sizing and stuff. You can really get a lot of information on the internet. Everybody's on the internet, that's anybody these days. Alright, I'm gonna continue my drive into Colorado, into Denver. The next time you see me, my mouth will probably be numb. Woohoo, I'm alive. My mouth is numb, and I'm a little winded. Oh my goodness, they didn't knock me out. They just did the shots in there. A lot of fun. Got it all done. Supposed to take it easy for a couple weeks, days, whatever. They did some pretty heavy repair work in there or whatever. So I'm gonna go grab my gold here and see if I can cash it in. Woohoo! Let's see what we get for some gold. Let me show you what I have here. Oh, I don't know if they're gonna laugh at this or what. I've never went in there. I don't even know what's gold and what's not here. I'm about to be schooled. Good thing I'm not 100%. Let's see what we got here. There should be some good gold in there. Hopefully I come out there with a couple $100, right? We'll see. Back in a minute. Well, the gold didn't turn out to be too golden. So I guess that's sometimes how it works. I guess plated. I don't know what all that means, but the story on plated that I got was it's very hard to do anything with it. It's more decorative, and so if you want to melt it down, it's not really going to work out. So pretty much, unless you like that kind of stuff, which I don't wear it, it didn't fit. He said he could give me some money if I had some gold teeth. I told him no, threw all those away. I think I made a good contact. I think I'll come back and look at some of his watches. I'll bring Wheeler along. Alright, I'm gonna get some liquids to drink over the next few days at Whole Foods and get out of town and get home and do some listing. I'm not supposed to do exercise or heavy lifting. Good luck. Alright, gonna blah 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 blah. Can't even talk, my lips are like on the road. Alright, I'm feeling a little bit better. I've got the Organic Genius drink. I think I've lost some brain cells today. And somewhere rolling around here, let's see, super awesomeness, double awesomeness. Can't even pronounce that one. So that ought to do it. I'm not supposed to chew for a couple days. Even talking without that gauze in there, everything's flopping around. So they pulled a tooth out, they scraped it and dug it and took a bunch of tissue out of there. Then they took some blood and made up something and plastered it in there, and then they fastened it all down with a bunch of rope. Oh my goodness. So basically I got a plaster job in there. I have to go back in a couple weeks and they have to remove some stitches that don't dissolve. Up until that point, no exercise, no chewing, no straws, no vigorous licking. I guess I can talk. No heavy lifting. Wow, what's left? So I bought some soup, some energy drinks, some wild crazy drinks, some protein drinks, and I'm gonna have to work the Vitamix on a bunch of stuff. Dealer's back to work. Okay, I'm gonna start driving home. I'll be listing tonight and packing. We sold some cool things. More to come.
Dealer's mouth hurts. Healing tooth sight. I am now his mouthpiece. Let's pack some items. Here we have a Nikon F little brochure thing, sold for $15.19. Shipping free. Ships for, I don't know, a little Nikon F brochure.
Door blows off and your packages blow out of your hands and you blow into the vehicle and you blow out of the vehicle. What do you think? Why am I on that video?
A Kodak 620 Target Brownie little box camera there in a pretty rough looking box. Sold for $31.75 shipped. Let's ship it out! A Canon A1 program, little focusing screen Type C. This one's new old stock from the 1980s. Sold for $48.20. Free shipping. Shipped out the door. Original price was $69.50 in the 1980s. Apparently we have half of a vintage flame top sign topper for an Amico. Is that correct? I think that's it. $75.99 plus shipping. Out the door.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm.
There's this thing. Vintage Buffalo Bison belt buckle reproduction, question mark, says BP. $17.14 plus shipping. Send it out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Reproduction. Sending the Buffalo belt buckle to Buffalo, New York. Woo! Crazy. What'd that thing sell for? See here, $150. Vintage brass boat light enclosure kind of thing here, made out of brass, heavy glass. It looks a lot different than it feels. Pretty cool. Ship it out. 150 plus $26 shipping. Shipping too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Dealer out.
Hey, Wheeler.
Dealer production.